test.
You're failing it.
To the beat.
Oh my
And
goodness.
me, my friends,
and my crew,
The groove.
and my friends would like to say hello.
are going to try to move your feet.
Because I am
Wonder Mike.
And I'd like to say
hello
To the black, the brown,
and the red and yellow.
the red, the white, the purple,
and yellow. But
We can
first,
get
I'm not that black.
but first, I got a bang bang.
Hey, it's great to be back with my 811 crew. I am Jason Turner with my main man.
Ulysses Slugger Glenn.
And guess what, yo? We cannot not acknowledge our third presence in the room. We have today, we have the official Black Santa up in here.
We have Black Santa.
And you know what? And he's going to have some commentary later. This thing is off the chain. I mean, this is one of Slugger's greatest gifts. This guy, I think we talked on another episode. I mean, Ulysses, you have all the coolest things.
Gadgets.
We got the gadgets. I mean, this Santa is my favorite. And it's right there with your margarita making machine and your lady, the lady that's the leg, the Christmas tree with the leg. Oh, you got to bring that in. The Christmas leg.
No, you don't have that.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh, yeah, I have two of them.
You shoot your eye out, kid?
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland.
I mean, right.
The movie. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they Ohioans, etc. So
it's my favorite movie. I've actually seen that play.
In fact, we need to use some of the instruments over there to actually make some drinks. Maybe we can have Santa next time, and we should have some margarita makers hit the button like the easy button and make some margarita.
We should have Santa here all the time. Remember, Santa used to be up all year. Remember?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right.
But you know what? It's good that we're starting this conversation upbeat, etc. Because one of the topics we're going to talk about today is about holiday blues.
Yeah.
I mean, the holidays can be very tough times for people. In fact, it's ironic that, you know, as holidays are happy times, you see family, friends, like gifts, etc. But it's also a huge trigger time for people from depression, emotional health standpoint.
People. It's the end of the year. People, they reflect on their past year. They look at the people they lost, people who aren't here. It's a very difficult. It can be a very difficult time,
right.
Especially if you lost someone during the holidays. If you've lost someone during the holiday time period, the holidays hit totally different.
Right.
I'm a huge holiday person.
Really? Can we just take a pause for a second? Turn your sweater on. Turn the sweater on.
We have to give it the full.
Right.
How's it work here?
Get lit is about to go to a whole nother perspective.
Can you see?
Wow. Can we see that? We got some high def. Oh, there we go.
Dude.
Oh, that is hot. That is okay.
Get lit. We'll keep it on. We'll keep it on.
It's not blinding me or distracting me. It's not like a laser, is it?
No.
Okay. So we go.
Actually, the thing is, I actually have a hat that goes with it. I have to find the hat. The hat lights up too.
Wow. I would really be. Do you wear both of them together?
I actually have. Yes, I actually have.
And you probably think that's stylish. Is that probably the ugly sweater and an ugly hat? It's a duo.
I'm a holiday person. Like,
how many ugly sweater contests have you won?
I've actually never been in any. But I have worn the sweaters.
Yeah, you could really start one. And you know what? And I appreciate it, y'all. I am not going front. I do not have an ugly sweater. And so this ugly sweater that I have on actually belongs to Ulysses. I appreciate it. I'm trying to make it fit because sometimes it's got this little fold right in here. It looks a little crazy. And I told you, Ulysses, earlier, I'm not going to show you that the bottom of this thing looks like Santa can't eat properly. It looks like he had a rough day at IHOP. But that it doesn't smell like but I'm happy. At least I'm dressed. I'm in the Christmas spirit. I'm in the holiday spirit.
Everyone's in the holiday spirit. That's the thing. If you dress like you're in the holiday spirit, you'll be in the holiday spirit.
That is true, but the holiday spirit can also do some other things too. Like, for instance, it can bring stress on relationships. Like, holidays can be great if you're doing great in your relationship. Then hopefully you're thinking, man, what am I going to get my partner, my husband, my wife, my loved one, and they're thinking about me and what do I want to get, and maybe someone is asking you what you want for Christmas, etc., or holidays. But then other times there are people who really are asking themselves, man, do I want to go through another holiday season with Joe? Yeah,
or there's some people who aren't getting gifts, who just aren't getting gifts. They don't have that special person. They don't have, believe it or not, I guess I'm very fortunate to have friends and family. But there's some people who don't have friends or family, and they just don't receive gifts. They're not giving gifts. It's so they have to put on this face at work, or when people say, "Oh, have you finished your Christmas shopping?" You're like, I'm not. They're not Christmas shopping, or they don't have the funds to Christmas shop.
Yes.
Especially with the economy and things.
With kids, kids can be.
You have to make sure that with kids, you're trying to buy them the things that they want: the hot toy, the bike, the game. It's. You're doing Black Friday. Excuse me. You're doing Black Friday, things like that. Trying to be up 5 a.m. And a lot of people really don't have the money for it.
But you know what? I ain't gonna front, man. I really do have a. I don't know. What you all think about this, Sydney. What you might think about. I am over the notion of just going out and buying everything. Like, what you want for Christmas? What you want for Christmas? Like, what do you want for Christmas? Like, with social media, with everything, I feel like a lot of the giving spirit of the holidays has really been dumbed down. I'm not about just running out trying to spend some money before the 25th.
Well, my family never really has. Like, my kids, you can go into any of my relatives and friends' houses and they'll say, they gave me this on this year. We always made our gifts, always. Because I was like, the spirit of the season is not like going out and buying. It's like giving of yourself. So we would start every year. We would think throughout the year, and like September-ish, we'd start making our gifts. The gift, we made clocks. We made, I can tell you like 15 years worth of stuff. Because at 15, they both were like, we're done. But the best gift that we ever made was called a box of love. And so we took a wood box, painted it, decorated it. When I say we decorated,
right, arts and crafts.
Yeah, they're pretty. Our stuff is pretty. Like, we could sell it in the store. But then, for the next few weeks, if that box of love was from my mom, the girls would write out, "I love you because," or "You make me laugh because." And so, if you do that, they started doing it actually like beginning of the year. So then when you give that person that gift, they open it up and there are all these little strips of paper saying why you love them.
That is really cool.
And so when you're having a bad day, you just go to your box of love. And so I love going to our friends' houses, and I'm like, there's your box of love right there.
That was hot. That was hot. I love those types of things. I really want to establish, a tradition like that. that's really good. Especially that's a really good one. I will tell you that one of the things that's remained special, especially in with my kind of with my crew, even though my ex and I are we're divorced. We've been really fortunate to maintain this tradition of someone, either her or me, cooking on Christmas.
Oh wow!
And then the kids come over. So either I will join, my ex and the kids at her house, or they come over to my house and we exchange gifts. Still, 12 years removed as a family. So that has been something that's really that's really been cool.
When my father was alive, my father died December 8th. So this is like what?
My son died December 9th.
Yeah. But he and his wife always came over for Christmas, because we actually all vacationed together too.
Oh wow!
Because they were like, we're all a family,
You guys were like the original Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and
y'all had red table discussions.
Right.
Let's just keep it real. You like her better, don't you?
When my father passed, my mother and my stepmother were both sitting on the front row.
That's real.
Really?
That's dope.
And they had both actually divorced him.
So they see now. They were like, "Now we gonna have some sidebar conversations."
They had conversations like, "Why did you tell me?"
I don't think this was their first conversation. Probably they're like,
no, but they were his caregivers when he was when he was dying. But anyway, the other thing that my family does, which we'll probably do this year, just because money's tight, is we have a Who Christmas. Do you remember on The Grinch That Stole Christmas? When the Grinch takes all the presents, and then he's like, Christmas isn't going to come. And then he's like, wait, they're still singing. They're like, hoorah, hoo. Like, that's not the meaning of Christmas.
Right.
And so sometimes we will have a Who Christmas where you can't buy anything. You have to. So, like, we would have coupon books, and my mom would give me a whole conversation with no comment.
Now, was
or,
that only after you were a certain age? Because I can't imagine that works when you're like in elementary school.
When you're like 7.
Like, who's going to get you a gift? Well, nobody. I would just imagine that you got an Atari.
You're waiting from, like, Santa's not coming.
They were
Go
like,
on social media and look at other people's gifts.
we were like middle school, but because we weren't big, huge gift family, we were more making. They didn't really expect it. They would get a lot of stuff, but they didn't expect it. But yeah, who Christmas this year?
Really?
Well, two things that I am looking at doing this year is two things. Number one is mixed tiles. I don't know if you've heard of mixed tiles. I don't know if you can talk about brands, but turning pictures, like, because now we take so many pictures, right? Most people have thousands of things on their phone, and how do you turn those things into real sentimental gifts? But when we come back, we have a really interesting poll question thing coming up today too, because that's something important to me, because this Christmas, for the first time, I am really looking forward to sharing Christmas with certain individual. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying that,
Is this an announcement you're making?
I'm not saying, I'm not making no announcements and no proclamations and no dissertations.
I did see a pig with wings a little earlier today.
See, out here, I didn't know you loved Popeye. I didn't know pigs pie. But anyway, all I'm saying is that it's really, that's why the poll question really hit differently for me there, because I'm really looking forward to doing that. So
I can't wait till we come back. That's right.
And in fact, when we come back,
whole show's changed.
When we come back, we'll talk about the poll question, and maybe I'll share a little bit about what I'm thinking about this holiday.
Ho, ho, ho.
8-11 crew, we're breaking, but we shall be back.
Share.
I mean, I'm gonna share something. But I
we
ain't telling everything, but we gonna talk.
Cut.
8-11 crew, and we are back into his house.
in black.
And you know what? And they've got on me because I just simply said that I'm looking forward to the holidays.
Right.
I mean, what did I say?
That's not what you said.
That's not what I
You
said.
said there's a special
Special.
someone.
So you worried that someone might rewind the tape.
Do you want to give us details?
Well, what I can say is that I was really excited about this from a poll question standpoint.
Are you buying?
You know what I mean?
So are you buying a special gift?
You know what? Let's talk about.
Are you buying a special gift?
Talk
like
about
a female gift.
So I'm thinking about those things.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you what, it's fun to actually think about.
Are you gonna have on matching pajamas?
Ooh.
Now see, slow down.
Put it on Facebook.
Now see,
Okay,
is that what we come?
Jason.
Is that what we coming? Is that what you coming with?
No, I just wanted to know.
Now
I just
listen. Now I'm
wanted to
not
know.
on the matching things. We
I
got
think you should.
You know, and then
Go
things,
full
everything in
throttle.
time.
Go up.
It's levels to the ish.
Go all the way up.
There's
Go
levels
all
to
the way
it.
To the what? To the
There's
ish?
levels to the.
Do it.
I couldn't know if I said ish or levels to the.
It's there now. It's fine.
You know,
Yeah.
It's
but,
alright.
but I don't know. But it does make me wonder, like, what do other people think? Like, I'm excited, more excited than I have been in the past. Even though if my kids were like, I love having the kids, etc. for that. But
the
let's be
holidays,
honest,
if you don't have a mate,
Let me tell
somebody
you, though,
told me this is cuddle season right now.
it is.
It's
but
cuffing season.
Kids
You
are
have sex
Cuddle
on
cupping,
Christmas
yeah.
Eve.
adult
That's always
kids.
cool.
I got to tell you, are a buzzkill because they are not sentimental at all. All they do is want your money. At
They
this
just
point,
want-
they don't even want gifts. They
they
just
don't want
like
gifts.
cash
Just
at
give me-
me.
yeah, just cash
so
at me,
like
right.
they're real. I love them, but
Right.
it's a real buzzkill. It's not like they really
When
are
they get
getting.
older, they'll change again.
Maybe.
I don't know. My family still does the matching pajamas.
Yeah, I used
Yes,
to
I
do
like
match-
those things.
yeah.
We like traditions,
I
etc.
do a Christmas jammy song with my friend every year.
When I was
In
ma-
our Christmas jammy.
But do
When I was
love
married, I
the
did
interest
the
in
whole-
partners? Do they make Christmas better? Or I mean, family, girlfriends, boyfriends, partners can make things more stressful. But overall, I think that was our poll question, right? Was about what do people think about the holidays? I mean, what was the poll question? Make it plain for us.
I will.
We have Carmen. By the way, we didn't even introduce Carmen. Carmen's here.
Carmen needs
I
no
was in shock.
introduction.
He was like,
I was like, whoa, wait a
adult
minute.
children here. I was like,
We have Carmen
What did we
here.
do?
We have we have Carmen and we have Santa. And Carmen has her hair out. So
Right.
let's just go with that.
The 8-11 crew,
Right.
we on fire tonight.
Right. Carmen has her hair out.
the holiday
Chestnuts
season.
are roasted.
And she's got a Beyonce.
Oh, wait a minute now, and that looks like that's for mature audiences. I don't know if that one. Right, there we go. But right now, it looks like Beyonce is headless from my standpoint. It looks like we can't. We know she's well endowed, but has no head. Okay.
No, that's Beyonce.
Oh wow.
Wait, you
Okay.
gotta, do it again. Now you're on.
Oh boy.
Beyonce.
Oh my goodness.
Beehive.
What is
Okay.
she on?
Hide the children.
Glass
What is
horse.
she
She's on
on?
It's a glass horse.
Riding the horse.
She's riding a pony.
Ride
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Same song, right?
what
Like,
you
come
said.
on, that's what I was singing.
I know that song.
Yeah,
She's
but I
like
don't think that
watermelon.
refers to that. I
She's
don't
like
know if that's a different
watermelon.
type of horsey.
Oh wait, what was the song today? Oh,
From
1979.
79.
They made me feel really old. They're like,
What's
oh,
that
you
song? Mo, what's the song from
from the
79?
hip
Another one
hop,
bites-
a hip, hippie to the hip. hip
Oh,
hop,
no,
Rapper's
please.
Delight.
Oh, please. Rapper's Delight.
Rapper's Delight.
Oh,
That's what it's
come on
called.
now.
1979.
That
Rapper's
was.
Delight.
It
I
was.
think today's the
And
anniversary.
I will tell you, we don't have to do this now, but
I
I
wasn't
know
even born
every
yet.
word of Rapper's Delight.
I do too.
I know every
the
word.
long.
The
My
long
brother,
version.
and I at a
wasn't
beach
bo-
house one day. We
I
did
wasn't
it.
born yet.
We might have to do a whole episode. We can do on classic, like
I'm
you
like
know
an old.
what you know.
I'm like an old millennial.
Wait,
I knew he was
wait.
going to say
So
that.
you
I knew
don't
he was
know
going to say he
Rapper's
was a
Delight?
millennial.
I wasn't born yet.
So let's.
When were you born?
You were born for '79. You were born.
Why we have this conversation?
You were in Ohio. I don't think
you
hip hop
still
had made
don't
it to Ohio yet.
You're
at this
trying
point.
to still make yourself a millennial. And you're not.
Pure acting, I'm a millennial. Like I'm a.
You know
like,
You're as old as we are, dude.
No,
I'm taking your
really.
card. I mean, the fact
Not
is, you know
really.
The Office and Friends, but you don't know Rapper's Delight.
I know the song.
See, stop
I
it.
know
Stop
them.
it.
I know
Stop
the
it.
whole song.
You were that. See, that's
I know.
where you
I actually
crash.
don't you
Okay, we're
remember?
gonna test it. You know what? After the
Hip
show, let's
hop,
turn
baby,
Santa
hip
on.
hop,
Oh, stop.
Rockin' to the bang bang boogie, up jump the boogie, up jump the boogity bang.
No.
Now what
No,
you hear
no.
is not something
Test.
Test
You're failing it.
to the beat.
Oh, my
And me,
goodness.
my friends.
and my crew
The,
would-
the groove
and my friends
friends
would like to say hello.
are going to try to
No,
move your feet.
Because I am,
Wonder
one
Mike.
might
and I'd like
like
to
to
say,
hello.
To the black, the
back.
brown,
And the red and yellow.
the red, the white, the purple,
Purple
and,
and yellow.
We
But
can get
first-
those.
I'm not that black.
but
Like,
first, I got a bang bang.
bang,
You know what?
bang,
They
boogie,
talking to
up
the
jump
Noops and the Cubes. They
boogie.
got the black, the brown, the red, and the white, the purple, and yellow. I mean, that's divine nine right
I didn't
there
even.
almost.
They didn't say pink, so it's not really.
We don't
Okay,
have-
well,
we
you
don't
know,
have to.
it's stuck with-
Anyway, we
it was
digress.
1911. It was a 1911. I didn't realize the importance of 1911 in that song.
They had a moment. I was like, oh, this is like a. It's like when you go to your parents' high school reunion, you're just like, yep, they
See,
killing it.
Wait a minute, stop.
See,
You
that's-
went to your parents' high school reunion?
You know, I hold my
Is
dad
that what they do in
down.
Texas?
I hold my dad down. I'm like, you don't need no
Apparently.
date. I'm the
See-
date. Let's do
Okay.
this.
See,
All
that's
right,
see,
I
I'm
like
younger.
that.
That's why I'm a millennial. I barely like. I'm like we call the old
The youngest
millennial.
person in the room.
I'm
You're
the old,
you're not gritting on people who want to hang out with your dad, right? Because old Shirley, she
Right, you
sees
wouldn't let
daddy
your-
and she like,
you wasn't let your father get. He wasn't getting no high school.
you know, the
He's
under
like,
the sea
I have
dance.
some wine. I'm like, Daddy, take the wine and the number. Don't call.
Oh wow! you trying to hook that up? You doing alley oops?
No high school punani. No high school. No high school.
Oh, gee, that's he right. He using wrong words now when they watching that. It's still her father.
Ooh.
You're right.
But literally, can we talk about this poll question? Because
Yeah,
I
we gotta
feel
get back to the poll
I'm
question.
feeling really
Yes.
good about the holidays, and I want to know what other people think about this.
That's fantastic. You feel good about the holidays.
Yes.
do.
Awesome.
I do.
Yes.
Love that for you.
Thank you.
The question was, do you enjoy the holidays more if you're in a relationship? It was split down the middle. 50-50.
See, I'm not surprised.
50%
at that.
said yes, 50% said no.
Yeah, it can be stressful.
Really?
Yeah, it can be.
It can be
Like
stressful.
I'm in a good holiday state now, but a couple years ago I wasn't really in. You know, when you have that breakup, the holidays suck.
But when you do-
or if you're someone like if you're someone and you're hoping that a mug is going to propose to you, like if you're in that meeting where you're hoping to get
Ooh,
proposed
yeah.
to, you're like
Ooh.
maybe this Christmas I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
that's-
that diamond.
You're like, that's a big box for
know
a
what I mean?
ring.
Every
Big box.
every holiday song is either like I don't got nobody, or you know, it's there's no like happy
Right.
single
Right.
person's holiday
Right.
song.
Oh, it is. And I was going to say, my
Prince
favorite
is-
one is
is there
Santa
no
Baby.
happy
I love that
singles?
song.
Santa
No,
Baby.
my,
Santa
my
baby.
favorite is Prince's Christmas song. It's been another lonely Christmas.
Why is that so
Yeah,
sad?
no,
That's
come on.
depressing.
I like Prince, but it's one of my favorite Christmas songs. And Charles Brown, Nat King Cole. like
I
the
mean,
old
Mariah
ones.
Carey is what I.
That's-
That's
that's
the
the-
all
that's
time.
the
I mean,
all
stop
time.
it. You know, Mariah
I
Carey.
listen to the
is-
Rat Pack.
Yeah,
Rat
that
Pack
was
Christmas
good.
album.
That is
The
that's
oh,
old
so-
school.
oh,
The
Frank
Jackson
Sinatra, all
The
that.
Jackson,
That's great.
the Jackson
yeah, man.
5, Christmas is good.
Okay.
Frank
Jackson
Sinatra,
Fi-
that's
yeah.
my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
absolutely.
good. But you know, I guess you can see. I guess if you're not in a relationship and you don't have family, I guess holidays can be bad. If you're not in a relationship, I guess you know if you're at a good point in your life, you have friends and family, things. So you have someone to be with. So I can see how it can be 50-50. If you're in a relationship, you know, you have someone to wake up with Christmas morning. You have someone to spend the day with. You're doing, you know, these different things you're spending time with him during the holidays. You're Christmas shopping, you're exchanging gifts, or if, whatever, however you all decide.
That's a great point now, how you're doing that too. Now, what about, to your point about the deciding how that goes, what do people think about blended families? Because that could be another point of thing, even if you're in a relationship. But now it's, how are you doing Christmas with your friend or your partner and their kids, and what are their traditions? And you don't eat swine, but they want bacon and everything. I mean, how do you pull that? Because that can be stressful too.
Growing up, my parents were married, so we always had family Christmases, Thanksgiving, everything. So, and then when I was married, we had family things, but when I got divorced, by the time the holidays came, we weren't no longer speaking. So I never had to really deal with that. But I can understand it's a huge thing with people.
Yeah.
Like,
it's mad awkward, bro.
Yeah, it's
mad awkward.
Like, you have to, especially if one parent lives in another state or they don't get along. You have to, now I have seen it in my own family where the half of the day, they're with one parent, the other half. It's,
I can tell you this is something that really, that really touches me. This is, honestly, it was over the holidays that I really developed the notion of feeling like a stepchild. Unlike you, my parents, were divorced. My father, remarried. Both parents remarried, etc. But then the notion, both of my parents had other kids in their relationships. So as the only child of my parents' marriage, I, every holiday, feel like I am constantly fitting into somebody else's family structure. And I got to tell you, from my parents or family members who have been listening, that's not to say that the holidays are any less wonderful for me. But I guess when you're a step kid, you feel like, unlike what you were saying, where you feel like your family experience is something that you own, you talked about the different traditions. When you're a stepchild, you don't feel like you're 100% in anybody's clique. And so I feel many times over the holidays, over the years, that I got to get myself ready to go in. There was years where I got to get myself ready to spend Christmas and the holidays with my ex's family, and we're in Virginia. But now in Virginia, once you eat and drink over there, well, now am I going to be able to make it back to my grandmother's house? Now I got to choose. Am I going to be with them? So it can be really difficult. That was one of the main reasons, and one of the reasons why I was slow to really get married and with kids was because of that. I like the tradition that I've had with my ex and our kids, and I really like that is the only unit that I feel like I really belong in. Every other unit, honestly, I'm just trying to fit in.
Now, my whole family, we got together. Yeah, like when we were younger, my grandparents, we would have a full Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner with my grandparents, my aunts and uncles. So up until my grandparents probably died 7 years ago, something like that. So up until then, we always did big family Christmas. We would either have it at my grandparents' house, my parents' house, or my uncle's house, my aunt's house, things like that. As far as the Christmas, we definitely gave gifts. Like, we're a family of gifts. Like, I would give my grandparents gifts. My brother and I, even like now, my brother and I exchange gifts for our birthdays, Christmas. When I was younger, we would make my parents gifts, but we definitely exchanged gifts. Now I've gotten older. My dad's like, don't buy me any gifts. Just save the money. Just send me a card. Just call. But I still buy him gifts.
There's something I really got to say. A lot of folks don't really know. Obviously, you're one of my best friends, and I know you very, very well, obviously. But one thing, are you having a sidebar conversation over here? I mean, what? I'm about to say something real. I mean, okay.
We were two stepchildren.
But I want to hear about that.
We had a moment of conversation like, life as a stepdaughter. It's different.
That's real.
Although I will say, I think my step situation is probably different than most people on the board, because my mother and my stepmother are like the best of friends. Like, they're family. They're family. And so my parents didn't get divorced until I was almost in college. And so my parents were married for 21 years, and then my father met Denise and a few years after my parents divorced, and then they were married for 18 years.
Okay.
But every Christmas, Daddy and Denise would come over in the morning.
See, that's great.
And then we'd have Sunday, Christmas brunch.
It's surprising how much maturity it really takes for people to
was
be
just
able to
going to
have that.
say.
You're very fortunate.
Yeah.
Well, I think because my brother and I established, we both had kids, and if you want to spend time like vacation or holidays, then everybody needs to get along.
Everybody has to get along. Yeah.
And so we did.
That's good. That's actually really good.
It's really good.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to to Christmas this year. I really feel like that, for me, having someone, as we said, to really focus on. And
Here we
really,
go.
And
Here we go with this have with
feeling
someone
like,
again.
And feeling like, and I like feeling
And
like
then he's
that-
not going to tell us.
Well, I'm just saying, one step at a
You-
time.
You got the smile on your face,
Are you
but
guys?
you're not.
Are you guys gonna have send out pictures like?
You know
They
what's
would have matching
interesting? Well,
pajamas.
now matching pajamas and joint Christmas cards. Those are like levels like
You
4,
guys
5,
should-
and 6.
You guys should. You guys should.
Have you made it to level 1 yet?
You know what? Can I
To
just
first
can I?
base?
Can
Yes,
I
what level
like,
you guys
I will.
on?
You know what?
How
I
are you
commit.
introducing them?
I
As
commit to
partner?
keep. I commit to
Yeah.
keeping you all posted
Does she
and
call you
to
Zaddy?
telling more and more. Oh, see,
Wait, what did you say? What did you
no,
say?
She call you
doesn't.
Zaddy?
No.
She calls him Santa baby.
She's a peer. She's a peer.
Santa
Newsflash:
baby.
I don't date younger women. So I know we've never talked about what my type is, but yeah, I don't do that. But can I just tell you something? I want to share with the audience something about Slugger. Is that you are a very sentimental person. One of the things that I think is so cool about Ulysses is he keeps all his Christmas cards. Really? So literally, when you go to his crib, he's like a collector. In addition to a
put them up
margarita
on the-
machine
Yeah.
and a one-legged lady Santa and this brother here, Ulysses has. And when you go in his house, it is wonderful. He has. If you send this brother a Christmas card, he cares about it. It is up. His friends are looking at it. It's a wonderful thing. I got to get my stuff together because I haven't sent out Christmas cards like that since I was married. That was something that was like a partnership thing. I got to get it together.
No, I sent out cards after I got divorced. Sent out cards, everything. Well, actually, yeah, I'm definitely gonna send out cards this year. Definitely.
Well, when we get back, we can talk about some of those things
right.
that we're going to do in the future.
keep
But
the
we'll be
distance.
back on this next break of the 811 crew. 811 crew, we are back for the
We're
final
back.
segment of this thing. But you know what?
Cuffing season.
So we were on during the break. We started talking. There's these terms now. We've got cuffing, we've got cupping. There's cuffing with an F. I think I know what that is.
Cuffing season.
Cuffing season.
Right.
What does that mean?
What does that
What does
mean?
that
It's
mean?
cuffing season. So in other words, it's getting cold. You find someone to be booed up with. It's cuffing season.
So they're locking them down, kind
Yeah,
of
what
like
is that?
you're gonna
Right,
like a
what's the cuff
handcuff.
thing?
like, how old are y'all?
Clearly, I don't know.
We called it cuddle season.
Right.
It's cuffing.
That's
it's like
why
cuffing
we ask
season.
you because you know everything.
It's like
so please
it's like
explain.
cuffing season.
Is
It's
this a
time.
guy thing?
No, it's time. No, it's time. It's cuffing season. So I'm a meet a chick. It's cuffing season.
You ain't trying to lock her down. This is not violent, though.
No.
But that's the only thing I can. Cuffing
No,
has
it's
to be
just-
a
no,
hand,
like,
like a
what does that
handcuff.
mean?
Oh my God!
What
you
is
guys
what is the root? I mean,
It's just called. I mean,
you don't know.
do y'all listen to hip hop? Do y'all listen to anything?
It sounds like he doesn't know, but
I
he's
know.
still
It's
talking
cuffing
about
season.
it.
not- 'cause
I'm
he's not.
explaining the cuffing season.
No, you can't
It's
explain
time.
it by just saying
It's
cuffing.
it's the time where you're meeting someone. We're not in a serious relationship. We're just it's cold.
Okay.
I don't feel like being. I'm not going out.
We get all that. We get all
Okay,
that.
so it's
but-
called-
but
it's
Can we,
called
can, I,
cuffing.
can we pause you and ask the millennial? Is Carmen on deck to be? I feel like we need someone closer to the.
I am a
mean,
millennial. I'm just an older millennial.
Okay, but I just
Oh,
don't buy
you're
you.
not a
I
millennial,
like an
you
I
old
think
old
cuffs
A,
is from
dude.
handcuffs, and I just need somebody to get a definitive.
I'm an older
Wait,
millennial.
Carmen, from the out in the peanut gallery, is cuffing come from handcuffs?
No. Oh my God.
Oh, she doesn't know either.
No, she's
See what I'm saying?
embarrassed.
Can we gotta Google something here?
She's embarrassed that you guys said that.
And my favorite time was spooning. I thought
Right,
spooning.
right.
Why did we have to let go of
But
spooning?
spooning-
It's spooning
No,
season.
No, there's no
Spooning
spooning
is certainly
season.
part of cuffing.
No, spooning is what you do when you're in the bed and you're spooning.
But that's
you're
not
sitting
part
on
of
this-
cuffing. You ain't cuffed if you in.
No.
I mean, what?
Oh my God,
You are
Uncle
confusing me
I'm gonna
now.
start calling you Uncle Jason.
I mean, some
Oh
people
my
do.
God.
I
You know
never
what?
said I know
I'm
everything.
definitely. You know what?
Has anybody heard of cuddle season?
No.
That sounds very.
Carmen?
That sounds.
You lock it down for 3 to 5
It's
months.
from handcuffs.
I told you it had to be from handcuffs.
You locked them down.
You
lock them down for 3 to
We gonna
5
have to
months.
agree. So
Yeah.
you agree that that's what it is?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. That's.
I said
so
3 to
you
5
add
months.
that-
I said
Cuffing, say it relates to handcuffs, though.
Okay, because you locked them down. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you are back. Ulysses has just defined it. We got it. But that said, though,
I said it's over. It's a short-term relationship.
It's amazing.
I'm like, these old people.
You
oh
know
my
what?
God.
We're gonna let you.
Did you guys think
pretend like
Jericho?
you know
But
it.
can we
We're
just
gonna
say
pretend
for
like
the
you knew it
can
all
we say
along.
for the record though that Jason and I were correct?
I didn't say, but okay, it's not handcuffs like they meant police handcuffs.
Oh, now you're
They don't
backtracking.
mean that.
Isn't that what you just said?
Now we're going back.
Isn't
Now
that what
it was
Carmen just
cuffing.
said?
Now it's not.
Carmen, read it. Please read it for these old people. Oh my God, we gotta
Here,
get to
read it,
the
Carmen.
It's from handcuffing because you're essentially chaining yourself to another person for a season.
So it's not just a term. It's a
I
real.
said a season. Okay.
Words
Can
have
you
power.
can you
Yes,
say
yes,
can you
yes.
say that Jason and
Jason,
Sydney, you were correct?
the
It's
two-
I just said I wanted to know the derivative
The
of it,
two old people
and it
were
is
correct.
handcuff.
The
I
two
will
old
take
people,
it.
because you all also say the word reefer too, right?
No, well,
No,
no.
I don't.
Or refers.
Reefer.
Put a plural on it. But anyway, as we digress. But listen,
The two old people.
these are excellent things. And see, we just had a really positive, friendly,
Oh my
loving
God.
discussion here. But can I just tell you, as we talk about another tease, kind of another episode we're going to have on 811 Crew, we're going to talk about how having discussions with family can be very, very difficult,
Yes.
right? So,
Yes.
so a poll question that we're going to put out for our virtual discussion is, if you're going to having difficult discussions with family, is it more difficult? Can you rank the difficulty of money, love, politics, maybe even race, et cetera?
Right.
What to our audience, what are some of the toughest topics to talk about? Can you rank those? Money, love, politics, race? That's what we want. Let's chop that up next
We'll
time.
chop that up next time.
These are hard things, but we have a lot of fun doing it, y'all. I think that's it for today,
That's it.
right?
Cuff out.
This has been fun.
And
We
we like
learned a
to-
lot. We learned we didn't know, but 811 Crew.
We'd like to say Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas, Happy holidays,
Happy
Happy
Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah,
Yeah, right,
Happy Three Kings
Happy
Day.
all
Halloween.
that.
Let's go, pick your feet up though. Let's go, pick your feet up though.